This is my Hügelkultur bed with the top mulch pulled back. I've learned that there's a thing called nitrogen drawdown. I think I got that right. Where the wood or the carbon, as it decomposes, will draw the nitrogen out of the soil, taking it away from the plants. Forgive me, I'm breathing hard because I just raked all that out. I got one chicken helping me out here. So what I'm going to do is add nitrogen to the top of the bed and spread it out and then cover it back up. And my greatest source of nitrogen is chicken poop. Well, I just cleaned out the chicken coops and I have a tractor bucket full of chicken poop and compost chicken poop debris. So I'm going to pour that into the top here. And voila, there is one tractor scoop full of chicken poop spread out on the top of the Hügelkultur. That is to fertilize, to add nitrogen to the bed. There it is, like I've never even been there. So now, after I water it in and it all soaks into the bed, I'm hoping that is exactly what was needed to prevent some nitrogen loss or suffering or suffocation or whatever happens when there isn't enough there. Go ahead, guys, have fun. I'll fix it later. What you just saw me dump on was finished compost. It's a nice mix. It's a manure compost with leaves, and it's all finished. It looks really nice, doesn't smell at all. So I'm just mixing that into the bed. Just add a little extra fertilizer. Some of the comments on the Google Plus communities and forums, permaculture forums, is that there's too much wood in this bed. And I'm going to take that advice because I'm an amateur and I'm going to pull this grub out. I'm going to save that, give it to the chickens. So I'm just going to mix in this compost right to the top. I'm getting ready to plant my goji berries and the thornless blackberries on this mound right here. So that's it, that's really all I'm doing. I just kind of spread it over the top. It'll work itself in as it rains, or I put the sprinkler on it, depending on what needs to happen. I'm on the south side of the bed where the sun hits it from the south. And that's where I'm going to plant my goji berries. The goji berries, at least according to what I read, is a plant that likes not so acidic soil, which is good for us here because we don't have acidic soil. And they also like a lot of sun. So this south side of this bed should be perfect. So I'm just going to take this little goji berry start. I've never planted goji berries. Doesn't look like much. I hope it grows. I did get from the nursery these pep pills. Now this probably takes it out of the realm of organic, but I am going to drop one of these pep pills. It's supposed to help feed and start this plant. It feeds it for 2 years, won't burn, all the good marketing terms. So I'm just going to start a little hole here. Over on the side, I'm going to stick this pep pill in there. And I'm going to bury this goji berry right here up to the point to where it looks like they had dirt before, which is, you can see the color separation here. So I'm just going to stick it there, push that dirt back around it. And that's one goji berry planted. I'm going to plant the other one on the other end of this mound. We're going to plant the second goji berry just right down the mound from the first one, still on the south side of the mound. Oh, that dirt looks nice in there. You can't have this. You can't have this. No, you can't have this.
That's Lena?
This is Helena. She's a hen. She's been around for a while. I think she knows she's favored. I'm going to have to get her off the mound though, because now that I have things planted, I can't have her tearing things up. And she will tear things up. So, right there looks like where it should be. So I'm just going to hold that. Push the dirt back up around it. There's my goji berries. Now we're on the north side of the mound with the thornless blackberries, and the blackberries prefer a little less sun, which is good on the north side of the mound since the sun comes across the south side of the sky. So I'm going to do the same planting method on this side. There's a lot of fire ants up here in the middle of the mound, so I have to be careful so they don't get all over me. Okay, that's one. I'm standing up and leaning over the bed for this one because we're covered with ants here and I don't want to stick my knees down in there. But I can still plant right here, so I'm just gonna That's it. That's the first Hügelkultur bed planted with goji berries on the south, and thornless blackberries on the north. This is Hügel bed number 2, and this is where I'm going to plant 4 dewberries. I'm going to plant 2 on the south here. They'll get morning sun. And 2 on the north side, and they will get some evening sun. This is a bit of an experiment. I don't know which side is better for them, and this bed is positioned between 2 mesquite trees, so it does get some filtered sunlight as well and a little bit of shade. So I'm going to plant these in and we'll see how they do.